Hello and welcome to the Aunty Lisa show. In today's show we have Kristoffer, Aleksander and Aunty Lisa, a helicopter, Owen, JB, a talent show and pizza. One day Aunty Lisa, Aleksander and Kristoffer decided to go to the local talent show. Aunty Lisa was going to show off some of her amazing dancing skills and Aleksander was going to show off some of his super cool Lego making skills, and Kristoffer was going to show off his amazing ability to remember all the dinosaur facts in the world. So they were super excited. And they got all dressed up in their best outfits and brought with them useful things like a mobile phone for taking pictures and some money. And off they went to the talent show. And it was a very, very exciting talent show. Loads of people were there, like cool celebrities and other local people who also thought that they had some talents. For example, JB was there and she said that her talent was busting ghosts, and she showed off some super cool ghost catching moves because there was some ghosts at the talent show, of course. I was lucky. And Owen was there and he showed off his amazing dinosaur training skills with his favourite dinosaur, Blue. And everyone was like, wow, that's amazing, and a little bit scary. So, I feel a bit frog in my throat today. Anyway, Aunty Lisa did her bit in the talent show and everyone said, "Whew, Aunty Lisa, those dance moves have come on quite a lot since last year. Well done, Aunty Lisa." Aunty Lisa was pretty pleased with that. And then it was Aleksander's turn. And the judges were very impressed with his amazing Lego skills. And Kristoffer's turn, everyone was super impressed with how much he knew about dinosaurs. And it was all going really, really well. The judges were just about to talk when they have to decide who is going to be the winner of the talent show, when all of a sudden something happened. But what? All of a sudden everybody heard the sound of a helicopter approaching. And hovering above the theatre. And everyone looked up. Huh? Why is there a helicopter hovering above the theatre? What's going on? Well, it was about to be revealed, because in that moment, crashing through the ceiling came someone quite extraordinary and dastardly. It was, I've forgotten his name. It was, wait for it. Oh man, it was that guy out of Despicable Me 3, whose name I have forgotten, but who dances the bad all the time. Never mind, it's gone. Anyway, he came shooting down through the ceiling on a rope. You know, one of those ropes that can dangle out of the bottom of a helicopter. And he went whee down through the ceiling, crashed onto the stage and said, "Stop, everybody! Why wasn't I invited to this talent show? Ow!" And everyone went, "What are you doing here?" And he said, This talent show is stupid, and I don't like any of you, and I'm gonna take the talent show trophy. So, there." And he snatched the talent show's trophy from the front of the stage, and then grabbed hold of his rope and straight up through the ceiling, off and away in his helicopter. And everyone went, "What just happened? We've been invaded. Urgh! How annoying. Now we can't declare the winner of the talent show because the talent show trophy has been stolen." Well, that really peeved everybody right off that he would do that. Still can't remember it. Balthazar Bratt. I knew it would come to me. It was Balthazar Bratt. He was just angry for not being invited to the talent show. Well, so everyone stood around for a little while and wondered what to do. Surely they couldn't announce the winner of the talent show when they hadn't got a prize to give them. All the judges sat round in a circle and went, "This is very bad. This is very, very bad indeed. Now we'll never be able to announce the winner of the talent show." Aunty Lisa stood near them going, "Was it me?" Everybody looked at Aunty Lisa like, "No, it wasn't you, Aunty Lisa. Don't be silly." Well, JB was extremely cross. She said, "Oh my gosh, y'all, I can't believe he just stole my trophy. I mean, our trophy. The trophy that was going to be given to somebody at the talent show. That's outrageous." Owen said, "Yeah, me and Blue were going to have that trophy this year. We nailed our routine." Aleksander and Kristoffer were like, "Hey, what about us? We did brilliant routines too, you know. We still don't know who was going to win." Aunty Lisa said, "Yeah, it could even have been me." And everyone went, "No, Aunty Lisa, no. She went, "But my dancing has improved since last year, right?" Everyone said, "Yes, much better, Aunty Lisa. Much better than last year. Now, we need to get that trophy back." So, they decided to hatch a plan between them all. JB got her super amazing ghost hunting fire truck at the ready. And Owen, of course, had Blue. And Aunty Lisa, Kristoffer and Aleksander did not have anything to ride on to go and hunt down the helicopter. And they said, "Hey, can we hitch a lift?" And JB said, "Of course y'all can drive with me." And Owen said, "Or you can drive with me. I mean, not drive, but ride on Blue's back with me." And Aleksander and Kristoffer were like, because they were both amazing choices. Aunty Lisa said, "I think the safest thing to do, really, would be to all go in the fire truck. Don't you, boys?" And they went, "No, can we have a little ride on Blue later, please, Owen?" Owen said, "Oh, maybe, if Blue's not too grumpy by then." Because, of course, it's up to Blue. So, Owen rode on Blue, and everybody else went in JB's fire truck. And she put the sirens on, which was particularly cool. And it went, "Whew, whew, 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 whew," and they all drove away from the theatre. Now, they had to hunt down the helicopter and Balthazar Bratt and steal back that trophy. But how? Well, as it turns out, Aunty Lisa, Aleksander and Kristoffer have friends in the police. And so they called up Chad on the iPad, obviously, via FaceTime. And Chad said, "Hey, you guys, what's up?" And Aleksander said, "Well, Balthazar Bratt has stolen the trophy from the talent show." Kristoffer said, and he flew away in a helicopter, and we need you to help us find out where he's gone." And Chad said, "Well, okay, let me check with air traffic control. I'm sure they will have picked up something on their sensors. Hold on a minute." "Air traffic control, have you got any strange sightings out there?" Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I read you. Thank you very much. So Chad said, well, it turns out air traffic control have spotted an unusual flying object heading towards Lego City. Why not? It's heading towards Lego City. And it looks like a helicopter. So, if you head in that direction, you might be on to a winner. And we might meet you there, okay? Everyone said, okay, Chad. See you later. Bye-bye. So, they all headed towards Lego City, which is one of Aunty Lisa's favourite places to go because they have extremely overpriced coffee. Although it was nearly bedtime, so she didn't get an extremely overpriced coffee. Instead, she had a milkshake. But that was just a little sideline to this story. So, they all drove down to Lego City in JB's, van. Why do I keep forgetting the weather fire engine? I'm very tired. Fire engine. And Owen ran behind with Blue. And they looked up into the sky and they could see something circling. And JB went, hey, you guys. No, she didn't talk like that. Hey, y'all. I can see it up there. Up there it is. Up there. Can you see it? And everyone went, ooh, yeah, that looks like the helicopter from Balthazar Bratt. Ooh, we hate him. He's such a brat. And he's a grown man. He should have grown out of it by now. JB said, yeah, I agree. It's very sad. Anyway, let's catch that brat. So, they all kept chasing down the helicopter. And finally, the helicopter came to land. And it landed on top of... Mr. Business's ginormous business building. That tower block, skyscraper. And JB's fire truck came to a stop at the bottom. And so did Blue the Velociraptor with Owen. And everyone looked up. And Balthazar Bratt was on top of the skyscraper. And he was laughing. Ha, 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 ha. I've got your trophy. I've got your trophy. I'm bad. Oh, everyone sighed. He is such a poopy head. Right, let's get back that trophy now. Well, it wasn't going to be as straightforward as you'd think. You'd think you could just scoot up in the lift and be at the top of that tower block thing as quick as a flash. But you can't. There are security at the bottom of Mr. Business's tower block. You cannot just go straight up into the tower block. That is not allowed, and they were having none of it. They did not let JB in, or Aunty Lisa, or Aleksander, or Kristoffer, or Owen, or indeed Blue. They were never going to let Blue in. So everyone said, what are we going to do? And they thought for a little while. And then they thought, what does Balthazar Bratt love more than anything else in the world? And they realised he loves showing off. And they thought, we need to give him an opportunity he cannot refuse. And they said, okay, let's set up our very own disco right down here at the bottom of Captain Business's skyscraper. In the square in front of it, we're going to have the biggest, coolest 1980s disco that has ever been. Balthazar Bratt will not be able to resist coming down and busting some moves. And he might just bring that trophy with him. Or if he doesn't, we can sneak up and get it. Yeah. So, they called in some favours and all their friends turned up and brought with them some proper massive boom boxes which are what people used to use in the street to listen to music before we had music in our little headphones. It's a big thing with big speakers, and you put a tape in, which is an old thing we used to use to put music on. So you might not have seen the tape. Anyway, it was a thing. So they put on the music. Music was going. Everyone was dancing. Aunty Lisa was busting some amazing moves with JB. JB was an amazing dancer. Who knew? She could dance away the night. Her and Aunty Lisa were having the best time. Aleksander and Kristoffer were also busting some moves, but trying to do it as far away from Aunty Lisa and JB as it possibly could. They were really embarrassed. Owen and Velociraptor Blue were doing some super cool moves that involved backflips. Owen loves a backflip. That guy could backflip all day. Anyway, it was blasting out tunes all around Lego City, and before they knew it, half of Lego City had turned up either to dance or to complain about the noise. They had huge crowds there, and then, just as they were starting to get a bit tired and thinking maybe this hasn't worked, the TV stations arrived. They were filming everything. Aunty Lisa knew Balthazar Bratt could not resist this amazing temptation. And she was correct. She turned around, and there he was, strutting his stuff. He was the baddest, most coolest dancer, he thought anyway, on the dance floor that has ever been. He did the moonwalk, which is the one where you go backwards, and all that all that stuff. And everyone just carried on dancing and dancing and dancing, while Aunty Lisa snuck off backwards. And she looked around. And she went, "Where's the trophy?" Balthazar Bratt was still dancing. She could see the trophy glistening at the top of Captain Business's skyscraper. He had left it unattended next to his helicopter. What a fool he'd been. Well, she called in Chad. And Chad, he actually can fly a helicopter. But there was no room to land at the top of Captain Business's cool, amazing tower block. So what Chad did was this. He flew in super low. Aunty Lisa grabbed hold of a long rope ladder that hung below his helicopter. And she went, "Aleksander, Kristoffer, you be good. I'll be back in a minute." And they went, "What? Huh? Oh, and they just said, "Okay, we won't look. Balthazar Bratt was still dancing. And the helicopter went up and up and up and up and up, almost into the sky, until it was just at the height of the top of Captain Business's tower block. And they swung Aunty Lisa on the end of a rope. Whee! And she reached out to grab that trophy, but she missed. And they swung back again. Whee! And this time she grabbed it. And she went, "Yes, I got it." And Chad went, "Don't forget to hold on, Aunty Lisa." And Aunty Lisa went, "Oh, good point. Held on tight. Chad lowered her back down to the ground. She got down to the ground. Aleksander and Kristoffer ran over and went, "Aunty Lisa, that was incredibly stupid. What were you thinking?" Aunty Lisa went, "But I got the trophy." Balthazar Bratt in that moment realised he had been tricked, and he looked around at Aunty Lisa and he went, You don't deserve that trophy. It's my trophy." And Aunty Lisa went, "No, it's my trophy, or indeed whoever has legitimately won the talent show, which may or may not be me, but it is not you, Balthazar Bratt." And the TV cameras were still rolling, and it went all around the world. And Balthazar Bratt was like, "I'll get you next time, Aunty Lisa." And Aunty Lisa went, "Good, we'll be waiting." So then the disco party finished. and everybody went back to the theatre, where the judges had all gone home, because it was the middle of the night. And Aunty Lisa went, "Oh, we've got the trophy, but we don't know who won yet." And Owen was there, and he said, "Well, maybe, Aunty Lisa, we could just all decide that it was a big old draw, and we all won this year." And Aunty Lisa said, "Well, I did do some pretty cool moves with that ladder dangling from a helicopter." And Owen said, "That was pretty cool, Aunty Lisa. Your dancing? But that dangling from a helicopter, that was pretty cool." JB said, "Yeah, and that idea for that party, that was pretty cool too." And Aleksander said, "Yep, and I busted some amazing moves." And Kristoffer said, "And me too." And they all agreed, we all get to win this year's talent show. So they took a cool selfie with the trophy like this and posted it on their Facebook and Instagram and Twitter accounts. So it's just to really annoy Balthazar Bratt. And then, because they were kind of peckish by now, they all went out for pizza and had a delicious time. And that is the end of the story. Love you.